Hi guys, Jake from Full Access UTV. Today we're going to talk KRX 1000 receiver hitches and why we built our new one. All right guys, thanks for watching. Today we're going to cover our new KRX 1000 receiver hitch. Basically, I built this thing out of necessity. I have not found any other brand that we're selling or even seen online that really has the features that I was looking for in a hitch for my own KRX. That KRX happened to be the new Kraken buggy, and mid-build of this car, I decided I had to build a hitch that would hold up and be able to rip me out of anything, because I'm going to go do things with rock buggies that I'm probably shouldn't be doing, so I better have some really good toe points. So I built this. So for starters, if you guys take a look at it, you'll see this whole thing is cut out of 3/16 laser and CNC formed bent steel. It's awesome. It's a work of art. The main mounts here tie into your upper radius rods, and then the lower mounts tie into your lower frame, and we even supply you with some awesome grade 10.9 hardware, which is really good stuff. Not the grade 2 crap you're seeing with some of the other hitches and things like that, but a lot of good features in the hitch. One of the other things I couldn't help but notice between other companies was the hitch height. The hitches are from the other companies are basically right off the bottom of your frame, right off your skid plate. And if you just think about what I'm saying, it's right off your skid plate. You're more likely to need a hitch because you have that hitch. If you ask me, it's going to get stuck in the dirt. You can't back up, get stuck in the rocks and everything else. Another noticeable thing is hitch height. Average ball mount of a trailer. I'm not sure you're going to be towing trailers or whatever, but average ball mount height's about 18 inches. So everybody knows the bottom of the skid on a KRX is about 16. That puts that hitch right there for a straight out ball and another huge thing hanging out there. We built ours up. I needed high clearance to tow our off-road trailers, and even with the awesome winch bumper and hitch thing that I did on our shop KRX, this thing still moves around and wiggles a little bit, and I did not want that in this car. I wanted it to have no issues towing that trailer. I wanted to have no issues towing it out, and basically refine everything I had seen in the other hitches, so this is it. Like I said, 3/16 steel. It's all laser cut, CNC bent. We got a nice 2-inch receiver in here, and one of the things you notice too is it's got like a beauty ring on the edge. This beauty ring is one of those things. You're walking around the back of the KRX, undeniably, you're going to hit your legs on this thing. Being like this, it's not going to cut you up. It's not going to bruise your shins, and it's going to be a lot easier. But it's going to make you feel better, I guess. But the other thing too is with the height, you're more likely to need just standard ball mounts. You don't have to buy any crazy extreme ball mounts or anything like that, so keep costs down. Another thing we did is even the lower mounting, we're tying into the lower frame right here, but everything is radius to be away from the bottom of the KRX. So if you guys own stock KRX bumpers, Super ATV bumpers, all kinds of different bumpers out there, let's pretty much say everybody's bumper I've seen so far, it's hanging right there in the bottom. Bobby went out and his first trip out ever with his KRX, and he ripped the whole bumper off the back right from just catching something underneath, and he wasn't rock crawling or anything. So anyways, I don't want the hitch to get ripped off. We clearanced it. This thing sits above the bottom of your frame and your skid plate, so that's another huge advantage to it. Besides that, nicely powder coated, have our logo on it and everything, and between mounting between the radius rods and that lower skid, I just don't see anything stronger, and that's why I built it. So hopefully you guys will like this. This is our new KRX 1000 receiver hitch, and again, guys, click that like and subscribe button. Me and my family much appreciate it. Thanks for watching. All right guys, so you just watched the other video on the actual part, and so for installation we had to make this video a little sooner than the powder coat, but basically this is a raw one sitting on the table, and I'm going to show you guys how to put it on a KRX. So for starters, I'll grab this hitch, set it on the ground. Then the first thing you're going to want to do is take out your upper radius rod bolts. This is where, if you've got somebody to help you reassemble, awesome. If you don't, not a big deal. You can do this with the wheels and tires on there, but I'd highly recommend getting it off the ground first. Get the suspension to droop so you have nothing pushing on the rear tires fighting you. So for right now, I'm just going to grab up in this corner, kind of pull this bolt, set that one down. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Do that. Okay, so now I start by lining up our plate, and then I'm going to set this other one in there all the way through, so it kind of helps hold it. All right, so now this is where it would be handy to have someone help you. Let me pull this bolt back out a little bit, push it up, and push it on in there. Once you have one done, it makes it a lot simpler. Even on this one, I'm just going to use my belly or my leg. Okay. Step back, grab the new hardware supplied in the kit. Put that in there. And that's that. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's actually pretty simple to install. And if you look at it, the strength of this thing, just like I said, it is grabbing all these high points. It's up off the ground, it's off the skid and everything, and your hitch is up at a nice distance, so making it a lot easier just to use other ball mounts and other things. But again, please click that like and subscribe button, guys, and much appreciated, and thanks for watching.